Hey family, let's talk about how to get ready for this Sunday at Pocosin Baptist Church. We are returning to our study in the Gospel of Matthew. We have been walking through kind of the first sections of the Sermon on the Mount, this moment in Jesus' ministry where he ascends a mountain near the Sea of Galilee, probably a hill, what we would call a hill. And there his disciples are gathered in this huge crowd beyond his disciples, and he begins teaching his disciples what it looks like to be a citizen of the kingdom of heaven. How do we live faithfully as citizens of the kingdom of heaven while we're still residents of earthly kingdoms? So how are you a faithful citizen of Jesus' kingdom while also living here in the United States of America? What does it look like to live in between these two worlds? So we've kind of walked through the first few major sections of this sermon, and this Sunday we're going to be in Matthew 5 verses 27 to 30. So Jesus has shown us his views of the scriptures, and he's contrasting what the scriptures teach and what he believes with the oral traditions, the teachings of the scribes and the Pharisees. So 6 times he'll say, "You have heard it said, but I say to you this." He's not contradicting the Old Testament scriptures. He's showing us their intent. He's contradicting the teachings of the rabbis and the Pharisees and the Sadducees that would sometimes twist the Old Testament scriptures. The first of those was related to the sin of murder. And Jesus says, "You've heard it said not to commit murder. I say even have anger in your heart is to commit murder in the heart." And this Sunday, we're looking at his teachings regarding the sin of lust. Let me just read to you Matthew chapter 5, verses 27 to 30. Jesus says, "You have heard that it was said, 'You shall not commit adultery.' But I say to you that everyone who looks at a woman with lustful intent has already committed adultery with her in his heart. If your right eye causes you to sin, tear it out and throw it away. For it's better that you lose one of your members than that your whole body be thrown into hell. And if your right hand causes you to sin, cut it off and throw it away. For it is better that you lose one of your members than that your whole body go into hell." This is a sobering passage of Scripture. It's troubling to us. It may be perhaps one of those passages of Scripture that really is so foreign to the way we tend to think as 21st century Americans. Jesus looks at this sin, the sin of lust, which is absolutely pervasive, even celebrated in our culture today. And he says it's better to radically amputate than to cling to this sin and spend eternity in hell. So I'm going to ask you to pray for me in the next few days as I finish preparing for the sermon for Sunday. And I would encourage you to be praying that God would speak to you. It's really easy to come across a text like this and think about all the other people that need to listen to it. I want you to be praying that God would speak to you through his word this Sunday. I hope to see you gathering with us as we celebrate what God is doing in our midst, as we sing together, praise his name, fellowship together, and also as we hear God speak to us through his word. Hope to see you then.